Hi, I'm Pam Grundy. Maiden name was James. I attended Chantry School from Easter 1959 when it first opened. We were the first years, and I left in November of '63.
What sort of memories do you have of the school? Are they happy memories?
Yes, I never really cared for school, but I suppose it was a breath of fresh air attending a school like that from a very confining junior school at Longhorsley, where you just got English and maths all day long and very little variation. So yes, it was a breath of fresh air.
And it must have been quite a change as well, going to a school where there were an awful lot more children.
Oh yes. The only downside of it was really that it was a school that took an intake from various different areas round Morpeth, and a lot of the kids had to go straight home at night, so you couldn't have much social interaction with them after school.
No.
Which you would have been able to do if everybody had come from the same town. That was a downside, but apart from that, it was very nice.
Did you have any favourite subjects?
Yes, history and geography.
And any favourite teachers?
I loved Miss Johnson, who was the geography teacher.
She was the deputy head as well, wasn't she?
Yes, she was.
Yeah.
Nice lady.
Yeah.
Strict, but a nice lady.
And any subjects you didn't particularly care for?
Hated maths. Every time Benj Skillen said, "Take your maths book out," I used to feel sick. Haven't got a mathematical brain at all.
And what about things like school dinners? Did he take school dinners?
No.
No?
No.
So what did he have to do? Pack lunch, was it?
Yes, packed lunch. Or nip downtown to the Rendezvous Cafe.
All right.
That was when you were older and you were allowed out at lunchtime.
So, looking back, do you ever have any regrets that you didn't have a grammar school education?
No, not now.
So you think you got a good education at Chantry?
Yes, because we were allowed to stay on and take O-levels. And I probably wouldn't have got any more O-levels at the grammar school than I got at Chantry. I ended up with 6. But I don't think I could have achieved much more than that.
So how many of these reunions have you been to then?
Oh, about half a dozen now.
And what's it like seeing your old school chums?
Very good, very good. I was hoping there would be a big reunion at Chantry for the 50th anniversary, because my sister-in-law works there now as a teacher. But there was none forthcoming. I was very disappointed. I thought the school would have done something for that.
So you have to make do with these instead?
Yes, and having visited the school a couple of years ago with my sister-in-law and my sister, we were shocked at the depreciation of it, because it was brand new when we went to school. And it was really tatty and shabby now. You can see there's very little money going into education. Well, for school buildings anyway.
But if you could have your time all over again, you wouldn't like to go back to school?
No, wouldn't like to have my time over again now for not just schooling, for various different reasons. I'm pleased we were the generation that didn't have to go through a war or the Great Depression, and we could retire at a relatively early age.
Hello, I'm Catherine. I was Catherine King when I was at school. I'm now Katie Nicholson. I was at Chantry from about 1959 and I left in 1963.
And what sort of memories do you have of school, please?
Oh gosh, I have one particular memory of one of our teachers, Mr. Foreman. We always used to have school lunches, and I can remember flicking a piece of potato across the table at one of my school friends, and they ducked, and it landed on Mr. Foreman's plate, and he didn't react at all. And at the end of the lunch, he came across and he said, "Which of you horrible lot did that?" And I put my hand up, go to the headmaster's study. So I had to go and stand outside the headmaster's study. I was terrified of what was going to happen.
And what did happen?
I just got a reprimand. Just a reprimand for behaving in an unladylike fashion.
So when did you leave? You said 1963?
It must have been about 62 or 63. I'm very vague about these things.
And do you look back on those days at school with fondness? Or?
Absolutely, yeah. I met Vivienne Strong there, and we've been lifelong friends since then. We've kept in touch over the years. And she's probably my oldest friend. We've known each other for well over 50 years now.
And what's it like coming to these reunions and seeing your old classmates?
I feel a bit vague about some of them. Some of them I remember really vividly, like Pamela James. We had a holiday on Holy Island camping just before we took our O-levels. It was a wild time, and as a consequence I didn't do really very well in my O-levels.
Anyway, school generally was a good experience, was it?
Yes, looking back on it now, I perhaps wish that I'd buckled down a bit more. I feel like I could probably have done a lot better for myself, but I didn't turn out too bad in the end.
So what did you do? What did you go
Well, I actually went to work for the British Library, and the British Library at that time was based in London, and there was a part of it in Boston Spa in Yorkshire. So I worked in public relations and marketing for a while, and customer services.
And do you think that your education at Chantry stood you in good stead for that?
I would say yes, it was a good general all-round education. We respected our teachers, and our teachers treated us pretty fairly in the main.
Hello, I'm Ella Murphy. I was at Chantry School just for a couple of years when it first opened. I have lovely memories of it. I particularly enjoyed the sports and everything. So I was that type of person, always on the go.
Were there any teachers that you particularly remember?
Yes, I kept in touch with the cookery teacher for a while. But then when we started jobs and everything, we drifted apart from people. And I worked on the buses for a good few years, so I saw quite a few of my former schoolmates there, and kept in touch with them for a long while. But again, we drift apart as we get older. So it's nice to have these reunions now and again to catch up.
So do you recognise a lot of your old schoolmates? Or?
I do, some of them, and a lot of them have to tell us who they were before, but then the years fall away and you see them as they were all those years ago.
So generally you've got good memories of your school days, have you?
Oh yes, thoroughly enjoyed them.
Hello, I'm Gordon Emmerson, and I attended Morpeth Chantry School the first year it opened. And
what was it like being a new boy at a new school?
yeah, well, it was all right. I mean, the school was only for, apart from Stob Hill area, it was all for the outlying kids, and I think the attendance, I think it was about 600 was the total amount at the time. The school wasn't completed, we didn't have a gym. We had to go to Newminster School for certain things like metalwork. We didn't have any sports facilities. Out the front of the school was all gardens, and that was one of the lessons we used to have, was gardening. fine days we actually did practical work, working in the garden, digging, etc. Rainy days, garden was in the classroom. But yeah, it was good. Yeah,
So it's a very different type of schooling to what people get now.
oh yeah. I mean, I don't think you would think about doing gardening now, would you? You know, but yeah, it was. I enjoyed it. Yeah.
What were the things that you enjoyed most?
Well, I enjoyed the practical things. I mean, I don't think you have that now. Metalwork, woodwork, and I enjoyed gardening as well. You know, lots of sport, of course. Played a bit of football for the school team as well, time to time. So yeah, it was quite good. Yeah.
Do you think that what you learned at the school set you up for later life?
I think so. I think I mean, in those days, I mean, when I left school, jobs were there. You could choose, and I chose to be a radio and TV engineer, and I started for a company in Morpeth, Bowman and Company, which is up Newgate Street. I served my time there. I moved on. I worked for a couple of years at Robson & Cowan's at Scots Gap, and then I moved to work for Philips City Castle. That's Philips, the Dutch company, and I was a field service engineer for many years with Philips. And the last sort of 14 years of my life, I was self-employed, which is not easy.
So what's it like meeting up with old school chums?
Yeah, it's well, the first time I met up was 2 or 3 years back, and of course you leave school 15 years of age as I did then, and of course the girls were some still at school 14, 15, and you come here like 50 year on or 45, and it takes a little bit of recognising some of them. Of course, some of the girls that I went to school with actually went to school at Stannington School as well, so I've known them since 5 years of age, you know, so yeah, a long time.
I'm Thomasina Massey, but I'm now Massey. And I went to Chantry school. I used to love it at Chantry school. I liked the games and everything. We used to play netball and that. I was on all the teams, and we had some great friends. Still friends yet. After all these years, 7-year-old. But
Do you think you had a good education at Chantry?
great. Never lost any time. We're never off school.
Yeah.
We used to walk there, rain, hail, or snow weather. We didn't get buses.
And you made a lot of friends?
I used to get bus fares off my mother and buy tabs with it. But I says, I didn't smoke now. But I used to buy tabs with it. It was a few. We used to walk to school, rain, hail, or snow. We got on great with all the teachers as well. They were all good teachers. Went back to see them when we left school. That was it, really.
So is it true that school days are the happiest days of your life?
Oh, you're right there. You're right there. Compared to what it is now, with schools it's not the same now. They're definitely not the same. No, the wonder the teachers had them as many holidays. I wouldn't like to teach some of the kids now either.
Keith Soulsby, Morpeth Chantry School, 1959 and 1962. I had a good experience at Chantry, one of those things. Delayed in getting there in the first place, but 3 years well spent. Had some good fun, had some bad times, whatever, but never bad full mum or whatever.
Was there quite a bit of discipline, was there, at school?
Oh, very good discipline. Paul Williams was the man who used the cane. Miss Johnson, geography teacher, if you disrupted her class, you just put them inside the door. Either Mr. Foreman or the one of the teachers walking by and report to Mr. Williams, and that was it. End of story. And woodwork teacher did a bad joint and knocked it out on the top of your head. And Mrs. Tully was a good, she'd pick anything up, a ruler, a duster, and just throw it at you. You know, you couldn't do that these days. But you know respect. I got the cane once, and that was the only time I had it. Not a regain.
Hello, my name's Vivienne Breeze, and I organise this reunion of Chantry Secondary Modern Pupils. We do it probably twice a year, and we've had a really good turnout today. I wasn't expecting as many people, so that's really good, and there's a couple of new faces, which is really good. So I've made sure to get their phone details, so I've got them now. And I think everybody seems to enjoy it, you know. A lot of us are going to be 70 or have been 70, which is a big number. So I think we're all doing quite well, really, you know, and I'm still getting close to crosswords in my head. I still do it. So, no, it's nice to see everybody, and it's nice to see some new people coming. So, you know, I'll keep doing it until I think that people are fed up of it.